Because of the acute tonsillitis. This game's underway. Jerry Gray on the near wing side boards. Chicago attacks left to right, Pittsburgh right to left. There have been some outstanding and exciting games played between these two clubs this year. Remember that 1-0 double overtime shutout win for the Spirit. That seemed like ages ago. Hayden Knight up the left wing boards, picked off. Dudek made a nice play for Chow, broken up by Jerry Gray. When healthy, not too many midfielders that you would take on your team ahead of him. Just getting back after last year's injury, which takes pretty much a good part of the season to come back. He's still not at the strength and flexibility where he was at last year before his injury.
Pittsburgh applying a little bit of high pressure, which forces Chicago back in their own zone, and very difficult time for them to get the ball forward.
Moreira on the right side. I think that's a good strategy for Don Popovic. Go get him right away. It's do or die really tonight for the Pittsburgh Spirit.
It's a critical game. It's a game of nerves for Pittsburgh coming off the road, losing 3. They have to assert themselves early.
Godfrey Ingham, 4-game scoring streak, gives it up now to McKenzie. Back for Godfrey from 40 feet. Dishes it off right side. Kapka shoots it way wide. Picked up by McKenzie on the left wing boards. Mack to Ingram from 40. Shot blocked by Moreira. Led outside now to Drago. Over the midfield line. In full flight. Gets it over the Spirit line. Holding it in the middle. Now Deeks. Nice little pivot for Drago. Now nicks it in front, but Bersic is right there.
Drago, very dangerous type player and very strong on the ball. And what makes him so great, he's at great change of pace and he can move.
Upfield it goes now for Ian Sibbies along the left wing boards. Broken up. Moreira will play it right back to the keeper, Victor Nogueira. Now for Karl-Heinz Granitza. On our score sheet here, it says that Freddie Gerger is dressed, but I just saw Freddie right beside us, so obviously that is not the case. So they were not sure who was going to be scratched from the lineup because of possibly Stan Terlecki not playing because of a groin, so that must have been it. An extra player on the sheet. Up the right wing side now comes Chicago, a scoreless tie, 12:57 to go. First quarter, Klopas knocks it back near side. Granitza, the Sting captain, a through ball to the left wing boards. Picked up by Heinz Wirtz. Nicky Klinczarski on him. Played up for Granitza. Tackled away by Erhard Kapp, who's marking Karl-Heinz. Terlecki. Late pass. Sibbies runs after it. Cut off by rookie Dave Macer from Rutgers, and he plays it back to Victor Nogueira. Got to watch out for Victor. Besides being a good goalkeeper, he has 3 assists on the year, so he'll look upfield for the attack.
Plus, he's played in the field 3 times this year already. As a matter of fact, against Baltimore, he was on the shift as a defender.
Here's Stan now making his move, cutting to the outside of the box. Right wing side, still scoreless. Terlecki cuts left, takes the shot, blocked, tries to poke it again with a toe, but Macer was there. Nogueira rolls it left. Manny Rojas brings it upfield. Manny over the midfield line on a scoreless tie, brings it into the attack zone, takes a blast block. He'll get it right back with a handball called. Good call that time by Julio Salas. If he doesn't get that one, Rojas is ready to crank it.
Rojas shot, and Tushka was there to block it, but the ball bounced back into the arms of Rojas, handling Pittsburgh's ball.
Salas, the referee out there, Bill Maxwell, the senior referee, and Jim Evans is the official in the box. Erhard Kapp strikes it to the right wing side. Charlie Green, his first shift, brings it in over the red line. Cuts to the right, feeds it off to Terlecki along the far boards, cuts the other way, gets around his man in the corner deep. Toe pokes it, blocked by Victor Nogueira. Had that short side covered up for Granitza. Cut off by Pittsburgh. Not a good ball to give to Karl-Heinz, especially that deep. Rojas now plays it back to Nogueira. He chips it back. Manny Rojas up the left wing side. Sends it long. Way long. David Bersic will settle it down now for Erhard Kapp. Erhard played a great game against Granitza last year in Chicago. So did Topolsky. I'm not sure if you remember that one, but Topolsky started marking him, then he got hurt. Then Kapp played until he had a concussion when he collided with Mark Simonton.
Well, this is Erhard Kapp's type of game. You give him an assignment, he will stick to it.
Moreira goes left. Ben Collins, nice move to the outside. O'Hara knocks it to the boards. We've got a whistle and a holding foul. We're going to call him John O'Hara, which is a bit of a surprise. 1 foul apiece. No score, 11 minutes to go. Still in the first quarter, Chicago and Pittsburgh. Gray to Dumovic. Back for Drago. Drago cuts to the left, tried to knock it through. Nobody was breaking, and Bersic comes up with it. Sting had a rough day today. They were supposed to come into Pittsburgh, as I understand it, around noon. But O'Hare Airport in Chicago was fogged in, and they couldn't get out. They didn't get here to Pittsburgh till about 5:30 as Green carries it the other way. Right wing, into the corner. Picked up by Moreira. Does a turn, but it's blocked. High into the air, Nogueira knocks it to the far boards. Headed back into the box by McKenzie. Jerry Gray will just blast it out. Near midfield, McKenzie heads it down, and O'Hara will get it. for Leyte. Marcio's first shift, right up over the midfield line. Held by Hayden Knight. Now cleared back the other way to John O'Hara up over the midfield line for Charlie Falzone. He has not played in the last 4 games. Leyte taken down by Hayden Knight. We've got a foul.
Tripping Chicago.
With Chicago's flight plans being messed up, it could go either way. They could come out here and play like gangbusters, or they could be very down. I've seen it work both ways, so there is no real advantage, and you won't know until after the game, really, whether it helped them or hurt them to have that kind of problem.
Well, I'm sure Pittsburgh's hoping that they're still in the fog.
And that's probably why they came out too, or one of the reasons why the high pressure, but they had to. Dave McKenzie on the right, giving it to Leyte. 60 feet from goal, dead center. Marcio makes his dribble around his man Collins. Too many men to beat, and he's broken up, but I thought there'd be a foul call there. Morera up the other way over the midfield line. Into the attack zone. Lets one fly off the boards. Rebound header wide to the far post. Missing was Hayden Knight.
Pittsburgh must watch out for the quick counterattack by Chicago. That's their mark, their type of game.
Jerry Gray, the only player back that time. 2 defenders were up. Ingram sends it to Leyte. A left foot shot goes into the crowd. He was open at the top of the penalty arc. Got a nice speed. And they had caught Chicago in a mismatch with Gray being the lone man back.
Again, that's a counterattack. You can live by it or die by it. And of course, Chicago, this is their bread and butter. They will move out very quickly, sometimes effectively, but this time Pittsburgh took advantage of it, came right back, but Marcio did not have good position as he shanked the ball.
Victor Nogueira throwing it long up the left wing side. Pat Magali down the left wing. He and Dudek collide. Helmet falls down. No foul called on anyone. It's played in front. Granitza saved by Bursic. Beautiful save, but they're letting the game go. They're not calling anything right there.
Fingertip save by Bursic, carrying the ball high, hit the crossbar and came out.
Up the left wing side comes Ingram. A scoreless tie, 9:07 to go, first quarter. Godfrey in over the red line of Chicago. To the left wing boards, Dudek. He collides along with Manny Rojas, and the ball comes right back to Nogueira. 8:57 to go, first quarter, still scoreless. Chicago have won 2 straight games, beating Baltimore and Cleveland. Pittsburgh off the heels of a tough loss the other night against Wichita, game they are protesting. Karl-Heinz Granitza turning it around to the left wing side for Heinz Wirtz. Played into the box, and Cap knocks it away, denying Granitza the ball. Up comes Child over the midfield line on the attack. Pittsburgh right to left for Ingram, a little behind him. Godfrey holds. Left side, Cap drills it off the boards wide. Kicked back to the near side of the box, and then back to Karl-Heinz Granitza. Some sloppy play by Chicago, but they get away with it. Dangerous passing. Up the right side now, Rojas, a little freedom. Puts the brakes on. By the penalty arc, left-footed shot. Bursic. Rojas will get it back to Granitza. 2 good saves by Bursic. In the box for Magali. He can't turn around. Tackled away by Helmut Dudek.
Bursic tested a couple times and has come up to the task. Nogueira, on the other hand, has yet to make a key save.
On the right side, Zeke Kapka over the midfield line, sending it ahead for Child, knocked away by Hayden Knight. Upfield it comes. Rojas off the left wing boards for Drago. Drago outside the box. Stripped of the ball by Tuksha. Up the middle, Tuksha from Kapka. 3-on-2. Tukey up the middle. Child left, Sibby's right for Child in the box. Back for Tuksha, broken up, but in fairness to Paul Child, he did not get a good ball, and back in the sting on the counterattack. Lead pass for Drago. McKenzie knocked it away as Drago was behind him. Up the right side, another counter. This one for Pittsburgh. Sibby's in over the line. In the box, Gray knocks it away again. Chow wide open at the far post. Pittsburgh not able to make the delivery.
Both teams just simply playing counter-attack soccer. No midfield build-up whatsoever. They get the ball played forward and storm out.
Sometimes when you have a big game like this, the 2 teams are very cautious. Not so tonight.
Wide open game.
I like them. I'm not sure if the coaches do.
Well, the fans love it. This is the type of game that everyone likes to get involved in, which usually means a high-scoring game.
Bothered by a hamstring pull, but he is on the Chicago Sting bench. He's a commuter. He has not moved to Chicago, still lives in the Pittsburgh area, and just meets the Sting on game day. This was an easy trip for Bobby. He's the only one that's not really suffering from any jet lag or airport sitting, as Sibbies brings it back the other way. For McKenzie outside the box. Now Terlecki. Shot blocked by Morera. That one would have gotten by Victor, I think, because he was down and out. Terlecki will get it back on the far side. Chicago got a break there. Terlecki beats Morera to the right wing corner. Stan holds, waits for some help. Knocks it back out to O'Hara from 45 feet. Holds on his right foot, leads it to Klincharski. Nicky shooting it, blocked. Again, Morera gets a piece of that one.
Pittsburgh's had a couple good opportunities in the attacking third, even having the numbers to their advantage, but the passing has been off.
Good pass upfield. Collins now trying to go for Drago, and it's behind him, but Pittsburgh getting caught that time in the counterattack once more. Klincharski running back, and they may catch Chicago here. They do. 4-on-3. In over the line. Left wing side. Terlecki holding it outside the box. Cuts to the corner. Stand shot. Stopped on the short side by Nogueira. Victor played that angle well. He knew Stan had nowhere to go with that when he was over by the far boards. Now it's cleared back into the Spirit zone. 6 minutes straight up remaining. First quarter. Plenty of action, although no scoring. Pittsburgh and Chicago on the right wing side. Civies going long, headed away by Hayden Knight. Upfield for Granitza. Not back intended for Jerry Gray, but Terlecki may get it. He bumps him along the boards. And a whistle that came late on the part of Bill Maxwell. But it's a good call, it looked like. Looked more like Stan hipped Jerry Gray into the boards and enabled Pittsburgh to have an advantage. Up the left wing side now into the corner for Granitza. Karl-Heinz, really marked by Erhard Kapp. Played out to the left point for Morera. Chico Morera slides it right side. Manny Rojas holding, waiting. Try to send it through to Wirtz, blocked by Falzone. Heinz Wirtz will get it back. Back to the midfield line it comes. Morera, left side for Rojas. For Granitza, trying to shake Kapp. They battle along the boards, and a whistle. They're going to call a foul on Erhard Kapp. Pittsburgh.
Direct kick, Chicago.
Erhard Kapp just marking Granitza very tightly, and you've got to do that, otherwise he will hurt you.
Granitza plays it out to Wirtz. His shot is blocked, but he'll get it back. 5:10 to go. First quarter still scoreless. Dumped into the corner. Magali, a good worker, and this one goes up into the crowd. Goal kick for the Spirit. When we come back, no score on the Spirit Soccer Network.
And if you have Marcio Leite's autograph on the United...
Back in the live action, I'm John Paul Della Camera with Bruno Schwartz. Falzone has it deflected to the near boards. It's still scoreless. Charlie will get it back. Runs it up near midfield. Knocks it into the right wing boards area for Terlecki. Dave Mesa, the rookie, on him. Stan brings it out a little bit. Now leaves it off. Falzone, right wing boards. Cuts to the corner. Circling back out. Falzone pushing it all the way back for Erhard Kapp at the midfield line. Slides it left for Dudek. Helmet, who leads the club in assists, dumps it all the way around the boards. Rojas to settle it down, broken up. And now Nogueira will get it, but Charlie Green almost made something happen there, and whether you get a fluke goal or not, it's going to be important to get off to a decent start here, and right now neither team has scored.
And Charlie Green, that's his bread and butter as well. He's very good against the boards, very hard worker, not afraid to go in there and causing some havoc, trying to force some turnovers in the defensive third of Chicago.
Dave Mesa going long for Granitza. Kapp with him. Karl-Heinz holding it. Lays it off. Good run by Dave Mesa, but he can't get to the ball in the end, and Kapka will lead it back. 4-on-3. Z over the attack line for Leite. Back the other way, broken up, but the pass went to Leite's left foot instead of the right. And Marcio had no chance. Granitza coming back on the left side on the break. 2-on-1. Good run by Hayden Knight. He'll get it, and he missed. He shot it wide. Good break for Pittsburgh. Up the left wing boards, cleared off the referee Bill Maxwell into the crowd. He's going to call it Chicago ball. Whoa, though, that was something else. Granitza, because of a collision and a deflection, ended up with the ball coming down the left side, but back the other way. When Z was leading that rush, had he played it to Marcio's right foot, Marcio would have had a chance to send it back across, but when it was played to his left and a little bit behind him, there was no chance really for him to make a smooth pass.
Well, the timing is off, and either the runs are too fast or the ball being passed is too slow, because they're not meeting where you want to meet.
Drew Ferguson, first shift of the night for him. Going down is Drago. No foul call, though. Pittsburgh comes away with the ball. Scoreless tie, 3:25 left first quarter. Charlie Green in over the line. Cutting wide to the right. Takes the shot. It's blocked. Drew Ferguson getting a piece of that one. Off the boards. Green may get it back, and he does. Sends it out. Center point. McKenzie holding it. Left wing side. Z Kapka. To the near boards is Z. Holding it. Left-footed shot. Pushed down by Nogueira. Right up the middle he goes. Jerry Gray spinning. Gray brings it over the midfield line for Drago. Cuts to the inside, and McKenzie gets some support from Leite. Drago still dribbling it. A good dribbler. Passes it off. Great back heel in the give and go from Gray, but it was a little too far off the mark. Great idea, though.
Beautiful soccer there with a give and go, and Drago showing his speed, and Gray showing his fancy footwork.
Drago upset, but he does get the call as McKenzie dumps him, and that'll be the fourth foul on Pittsburgh. 2 on Chicago. Still scoreless. Dangerous play, or dangerous position for this ball in terms of Pittsburgh, because Chicago will have it at the edge of the penalty arc. Morera shot. up and wide, and Kapka will clear it out. Green looking for it over the left shoulder. Heading it down, flips it towards goal, but it's just off the mark.
And Pittsburgh trying to utilize the speed of Charlie Green, as Chicago had committed themselves all in the attacking third.
Jerry Gray the other way, knocked it to the wrong side of Ben Collins. But knowing Gray and Collins, I'm almost willing to bet that that was Collins who broke the wrong way. Up the right wing side. Spirit on the attack. Tuksha and over the line. Scoreless tie. 40-footer knocked down. Best save of the night for Victor Nogueira.
Victor Nogueira going to his right very quickly, just simply parrying the ball wide.
Ball played up the middle of the field for Drago. At that midfield line, does a little shuffle. Looks, plays it for Granitza. Now they have Drago and Granitza on at the same time. We'll see if Drago stays. He could be at the end of his shift, or Roy could be doing something to try and shake up the defensive markings of the Spirit.
That's exactly right. I'm sure they're doing that to try to get Erhard Kapp off Karl-Heinz Granitza.
And right now, Kapp is on the bench. O'Hara is on him. Drago digging on McKenzie. Good shot, but it's just wide. Chested down by O'Hara, and he gives it right back to David Bursic. And now Drago comes on. Up the right side, Godfrey Ingram in a scoreless tie. Minute 30 to go. Leads it off the right wing boards for Child a bit behind him. Child now knocks it back. Erhard Kapp now on with Granitza. Klincharski to Dudek. A blast just wide. Godfrey Ingram tried to knock it home, but Dudek's shot is so hard coming off those boards that one of the hardest shots probably to tip by.
And he shot it with the outside of his left foot, which created a little bit of spin, so the ball was hooked around, just nearly missing the goal.
Victor Nogueira will have it played back to him with 1:03 to go. Still in the first quarter, Victor up over his own red line. He likes to roam, but that's the farthest he's come so far. Sends it long. He tried to go off the glass. It was too long. And Pittsburgh will have a kick in. We'd like to encourage all of our Spirit fans who are listening to join the Pittsburgh Spirit Booster Club. Next chance you get, stop by the Booster Club table when you attend the next Spirit home game, which is this Sunday against Los Angeles. Get involved with the Spirit. Join the Pittsburgh Spirit Booster Club. Ball we put in play now by Kapp for Klincharski up the middle. Godfrey Ingram at the midfield line. Draws Pat Magali to him. Plays it right back to Kapp. Up the left side of the midfield line. Dudek will chest it down. Helmet will bring it in. Sends a long one in. Parried wide by a diving Nogueira. Saw it at the last moment. Ball sent to the near side. Looking for it. Ingram, he'll settle. Shot up the volley. Header is stopped by Victor Nogueira. Good chance for Klincharski. And now Nogueira will play it upfield.
Nogueira, the difference in the game thus far, coming up very big with a number of saves.
Charlie Falzone the other way. Pittsburgh starting to get some chances now. Ingram cuts to the right. Right wing corner. Bangs it off the boards too high. Picked up along the near side. Dudek wanting to spin away. Sends it out to Falzone. Leads right side. Erhard Kapp holding it. In the box, Ingram lets it go for Child. Stopped by Nogueira. Child didn't get enough on that one as the horn sounds, but a great attempt. Godfrey had a chance to shoot, played it back to Paul Child, who looked like he was going down in the process until Pittsburgh.
That was a great dummy run by Godfrey Ingram, just simply decoying, going over the ball. Paul Child was...
The fact clearly, we are told, that the goal crossed the goal line much after time had elapsed in terms of seconds, and approximately the ball was about 6 feet away from the goal line when time had run out. So hopefully we'll hear about that. The protest has been officially filed as of today. Val Tuksha it on the right side. Second quarter beginning. It's kicked away by Chicago. Magali settling it down in his own zone. Chicago goes right to left this quarter. Pittsburgh left to right. Sting with the ball. Granitza for Verts. Goalkeepers have done the job so far. It's been a wide open game.
Both teams simply looking for the counter-attack, which makes it a wide-open game.
And we've seen it. Here comes another. Treleki over midfield. This is 3-on-3. Leads it off the right wing board. Civis off the boards. Nobody picks it up. Falzone hustling. Now Civis shot. Blocked by Manny Rojas to the far boards it goes. Treleki on it. Far wing side. Cuts to the outside on Verts. Now looks to cut inside. Right-footed shot. Blocked by Heinz Verts. John O'Hara will get it back for the Spirit. 5th year as team captain. And the Spirit MVP of a year ago. Slides it right side to Erhard Kapp. Right wing boards. Treleki kicked away by Verts. Rojas lifts it over the glass, out of play. And Pittsburgh will have it on a free kick coming back. Chicago will make a change. Civi staying out there along with Treleki. Now Kapka comes on. McKenzie and O'Hara stay. But Drago Dumbovic is out there along with Ricardo Alonso, his first shift. Chico Moreira, Hayden Knight, and Jerry Gray. Hayden Knight was playing in the American Indoor Soccer Association. When Chicago got him, he's got 5 points in the last 4 games. Not bad for a defender. Ball played back to Dave McKenzie. Now on the left wing side, John O'Hara in the neutral zone. Terlecki will get it. Stan now on the near side for John O'Hara. Back for Terlecki. Couldn't quite reach it, just a shade in front of him, and it's right back to Victor Nogueira. Long toss up field for Drago, too far. McKenzie had him anyway. Mack will slide it right side for John O'Hara. Scoreless tie from Pittsburgh, 13.5 to go. Second quarter, Terlecki on the gallop. Trying to play it in the box for Sibbies, but it's broken up.
That was a good attempt by Stan Terlecki. Saw Sibbies behind the defense and looking for that killer pass. Unfortunate for the ball not to make it through.
Moreira will give it now to Gray. Back for Moreira, whose shorthanded goal really gave the Spirit a tough loss here back in February the 9th. Played back down the right side, McKenzie. Still scoreless, 13:05 to go. Second quarter. Kapka in the box for Sibbies. He's taken down. No foul call. Now Nogueira kicks it away to the near side. Gray will clear it back the other way. Hayden Knight up the right side for Drago. Drago started his MISL career in Pittsburgh. Brings it over midfield. Going against McKenzie. Cuts to the right. Drago rolls over the ball. Right wing. Takes a shot. Blocked by Mack. Drago wins it back all the way to Moreira for Jerry Gray. Back it comes for Hayden Knight at midfield. Now to Moreira, all the way back to the feet of Nogueira. Some quick passing now by the Sting, and they break out of that pressure by Pittsburgh. Jerry Gray over midfield. 4-on-4 at the Spirit red line. McGinnis to Moreira. Lets it go off the glass. Overrunning it is Drago. And it's settled down by Sibbies for Dudek.
Pittsburgh playing concentrated defense, good tight man-to-man marking, which makes it very difficult for Chicago to penetrate.
Karl-Heinz Granitza on now, and Don Popovic ready to open the door for Erhard Kapp. And now they make the change. Koncharski with him. We've got a foul on Chicago. First foul of the quarter. Quarter is 3 minutes old exactly. Stan Terlecki decides to let this one go to Dudek on a free kick for Koncharski. Nicky Holes, right side, Erhard Kapp near boards. Block broken up. Erhard's got to hustle back, but he won the ball, but he held. And that's a smart foul that he took. He knew that Granitza is his assignment. Probably wasn't sure where he was and had the hold right there.
This could be a good tactical ploy for Pittsburgh because Kapp is assigned to Karl-Heinz Granitza, but when Kapp goes forward in the attack, Granitza does not like to play defense. And if you can get Erhard Kapp the ball, he has a tremendous shot.
We may see that. Rojas, give and go from Magali. Right wing boards, about 60 feet out. Knocks it back neutral zone. Drew Ferguson, who had a brief tryout last year with the Spirit. Heinz Wirtz now up the left side. Pittsburgh in some tight man-to-man marking. Apparently too tight. They're going to call a foul there along the near boards. Play to Granitza. Nice back heel. Shot. Save. Bursic off of Heinz Wirtz. And that's what Karl-Heinz Granitza does best. Back to the goal. Hold the ball. Dish it off.
And it worked to perfection there as they were able to get the shot off. Only a great save by Bursic disallowed the goal.
Erhard Kapp swings it to the left. Dudek back for Erhard Kapp. Right side for Charlie Green. Adam Topolsky sitting out, acute tonsillitis. We're not sure how long he'd be out. Kapp plays it up now for Koncharski, broken up. Granitza look for it, but Dudek with a nice tackle to win the ball. Right side, Charlie Green. For Leite, right wing boards. Marcio pulls it back on the left foot for Koncharski. Fakes once. Cuts left, now back right. Shot through a screen, partially blocked. Green blocked by Nogueira. Good reflex by Victor Nogueira.
He sacrificed his body for that one, simply throwing his body into the feet.
On the left side, Helmut Dudek cuts it. Back out for Leite. From 40. Left-footed shot. Punched out Nogueira. Big save on Leite. And the goalkeepers putting on the show like they did here a couple months back in that 1-0 double overtime win for Pittsburgh. Although they seem to be a little more active here. I think that game, as I remember, took to the third quarter to heat up. Granitza will get it off of Magali. Deflection into the right corner. Karl-Heinz coming out. Lays into the box, but Kapp deadens it for Bursic to pick up. Spirit dumping it long. Intended for Kapp. Couldn't have enough gas to get that far. And now it's Wirtz that'll get it. Erhard at the end of his shift. So is Granitza.
That was a good, the intent was there because Bursic saw Kapp wide open and Kapp went into the attacking third.
Charlie Green will get it now for deflection off the left wing boards. Played it in the box for foul zone. Broken up by Drago. Played back the other way to Victor Nogueira. Nogueira throwing it long. Heinz Wirtz open on the left wing. In over the attack line. takes the shot, but it's right at David Versuch, and immediately he looks for the countering pass. Up the left side, falls off. Breaks it over midfield. Again, this for Tuchel. Leite and Ingram also breaking. Up the left side for Falzone. Takes the shot. Stopped by Victor Nagiro.
Numbers that time, 4-on-3 before Chicago recovered. The attack was too slow in developing, and the pass was behind, and nothing came of it.
Ben Collins up the right side for Ricardo Alonso. Knocked away by McKenzie and Ingram. But the Sting get it back. Bobby Vossmeyer's first shift for Chicago, for Drago. Double teamed and O'Hara gets it. Taken back, Falzone right between the legs of Drago, up for Child. Falzone will run right, but the pass is blocked by Hayden Knight. Right idea, but it was broken up. Godfrey Ingram will get it now on the left wing side of the attack zone. Slides it right. Charlie Falzone picked up by Knight, cuts to his left. Back heels for Ingram, but he wasn't expecting it, and Ben Collins will get it. Leads for Drago, has to head it back. He was not open. Alonso over the midfield line, still scoreless, 8:34 to go. Second quarter, McKenzie knocks it away. He'll bring it up with Child, but the Spirit don't have the numbers. 2-on-4. Child in the left wing corner. Waits for some help. Lays it back for Godfrey Ingram. Left point, John O'Hara. Give and go. Johnny shot. Diving save by Nagiro on a good feed from Paul Child. A lot of good things happening, but no finishing for either side because of the goalkeeper.
Yeah, good movement by Pittsburgh, playing the ball into the target player, Paul Child, and simply dishing it off to a defender, Johnny O'Hara, coming forward, taking a great shot, but again, outstanding goalkeeping on the part of Chicago.
Jerry Gray will get it out in midfield. Up over the attack line for Granica. Say it sent back to midfield to Hayden Knight. Now Magali will cross the red line. In the attack zone, off the left wing boards in the scoreless tie, Granica wants to turn. He has O'Hara marking him. Karl-Heinz goes down, and that time looked like he dove over Johnny rather than John O'Hara tripping him, but he'll get that call.
Well, he's one of the better players at pretending.
Jerry Gray. He makes diving in Olympic events. Taverts off the goal post on a set piece. Child will get it back. 4-on-3 as the Spirit bring it up on the left wing side. McKenzie may use the boards. He does, but everybody overran it. Off the boards, McKenzie going back after it. Cleared all the way back for Granica. Cap is on it. Karl-Heinz brings it in over the line. Cuts to the middle. Stopped the ball, but Cap got it, and then Granica pushed him. Foul on Karl-Heinz Granica.
Karl-Heinz becoming a little bit frustrated, unable to control the ball under close marking provided by Erhard Cap.
I think Earhart might have helped that one along as well. He went down like he was hit by a motor vehicle instead of a little push. Kapka will play it back for Erhard Cap.
Got to play it for all it's worth.
Up for Sibbies. Neutral zone. On the Sting side. Right side leads Kapka. Turnaround off the boards. Child will try to settle. Back heel. Sibbies a shot off the post. And it comes right back. Nagiro covers it. What a great feedback, but Sibbies not expecting it, so it was not going forward, where he would have had a better chance to score. But he did get a good shot away. We got a foul on Pittsburgh. I don't know if you saw that the same way or not, but Ian was laying back a little bit. Had he broke, had he expected it, it might have been different. Sibbies will get it back on the right side. No time to get any feedback here. Koncharski, right side for Sibbies. 6:35 to go. Second quarter, it's scoreless. Out for Tulecki, right point. Stan dances to the left. Trying to get around Collins. Now lays it off on the left wing side for O'Hara. Along the boards, he wants Koncharski, but Moreira will stop that. Chico Moreira in a little trouble. Knocks it up the right wing side. Nobody home for Chicago. And it comes all the way back into the Spirit zone.
Every time Stan Terlecki gets the ball, they're forcing him to the inside to a defensive supporting position, and then he winds up being double teamed and losing the ball.
Terlecki will get it back far side. Tackled away. Nice tackle by Ben Collins, who's heavily taped on the left leg. Lead pass up the left wing side. Drago with McKenzie back. McKenzie knocked it away. Up the right wing side. Terlecki in over the line. Stan cuts to the middle. Trying to use the screen, and then he's blocked by Moreira. And now Knight comes back the other way. Intended for Drago, broken up. McKenzie gets it. He's broken up. Knocked away. Terlecki will get it with 5:40 left. Score in the second quarter. In over the line. 35 feet away. They try to give and go from Koncharski, but it's broken up. And I think if Pittsburgh is guilty of one thing tonight, it's one too many passes.
And the passes are off the mark.
I think right now, though, when they have that chance, somebody's free in the box, you got to let it go. Drago the other way, knocked away by McKenzie. And of course, it's easy to say from up here, but If those passes were on the money, we could say something different. Terlecki the other way, and again broken up. This time Bosmeyer countering. 3-on-3. Bosmeyer in over the line, leaves it off for Granitza. Foul zone on him in the mismatch. Karl-Heinz cuts, sees the mismatch, shoots. Stopped by David Bursic. Karl-Heinz Granitza knew Cap was not there, and it didn't matter who was there. It was going to be a bit of a mismatch, and that time you've got a midfielder against him.
And, of course, his confidence level simply increases when he knows that Erhard Cap is not on him.
He would have held that ball 10 seconds if he had to before shooting it. He'll leave it off now for Magali. Save short side Bursic. Another try is blocked. Magali to Bosmeyer. Bobby outside the penalty arc. Sends it back neutral zone to Dave Macer off the right boards. Magali turning, shooting, blocked. We'll pray that it goes out of play because that'll give us a chance to break. We're going to have to break for 60 seconds. No score. Pittsburgh and Chicago and the Spirit Soccer Network. Don't worry about the officials and just play his game. Mac is going to play him tough.
Pittsburgh's played excellent defense thus far and really has prevented them off the scoreboard. Pittsburgh's had the better of the game offensively, but they're unable to find the mark.
Alonso leaves it for Gray. Gray almost got it back, but now it's Leite. Running it back, leads it for Charlie Green. Great speed, down the left side. But Hayden Knight was against him, and he went with him stride for stride.
And Knight simply forced him wide into the boards, and Charlie had no alternative but simply knocked the ball into the boards, and it came right back to Nogueira.
Nogueira up near the red line, his own red line, gives it up. Hayden Knight off the right wing boards for Alonso. Off the boards, nobody running back as a trailer. And McKenzie will get it with 3:50 to go. Second quarter, scoreless. Be easy to recap things at halftime. Zeke Kapka over the red line, leads for Green, but Moreira just gets a piece. Deflected out by Leite. Pittsburgh gets control back, right side. In the offensive zone, it's Kapka with Leite and Green up front. McKenzie and Dudek are back. Marcio lays it off to McKenzie, then breaks for the box. Mack gives it back for Leite, now outside edge of the penalty arc, about 10 feet away from it. Marcio brings it back center point. McKenzie holding for Leite, outside left of the box. Off the boards for Green. He was held back nicely by Hayden Knight.
Almost looked like a power play for Pittsburgh as they were, Chicago was zone defensing.
Now Moreira comes back after the Drago feed. Right wing side, Jerry Gray holding it, shooting it, missing at the far post was Dumovic, who tried to tip it home. That looked like a pass rather than a shot on the part of Gray.
Well, I'm sure it was, and Drago was there, parked it right into the crease, wide open, but the ball came too hard.
Drago will get it back, wants to spin, turns left, back heels for Gray. In a box, intended for Knight. Leite makes a defensive play. Bursic out of his goal, gives it up for Granitza. Right-footed shot, blocked wide by Dudek, that's a goal.
Almost costly for Pittsburgh. Bursic spraying out of the goal area, and the ball going right to Granitza.
Dudek the other way, coast to coast. 40-footer blocked. That has to hurt Dave Macer. Now Ingram and Granitza battle, and they're going to call the foul on Godfrey. That's 5 on Pittsburgh. 6 fouls, and it's a 2-minute minor penalty.
The pushing call against Dr. Ingram, and that will give Chicago the ball in their own defensive third.
Pittsburgh, by the way, the least penalized team by a mile in the MISL. Heinz Wirtz the other way for Granitza, who missed a good opportunity before. Didn't have enough time to tee it up in the left foot. He may here on a give and go. Shot it wide off the left foot.
One time, Eric got beaten on that one on a give and go. Fortunately for Pittsburgh, the shot went wide.
John O'Hara now lifts it over Drago to the right side for Chow. Headed back now. The Spirit get it. Chow from Ingram. 2-on-2 with Koncharski making a good run. Good pass. Shot wide. Rebound O'Hara. Blocked in the box by Dave Macer. It sails out of play. Whoa. What a game. People love it here, even though the Spirit missed those chances. We'll take it to a break. No score on the Spirit Soccer Network.
Kick in, Spirit.
Was that a nice pass? Was that a nice pass?
That's the best pass. Okay.
Perfect pass. Looks like a Lemieux pass.
John Paul Della Camera and Bruno Schwartz back here with you. No score. Approaching the end of the second quarter. Still 1:36 to go. Up for Magali. Magali shifting around. Now knocks it back. Heinz Wirtz. Up the left wing boards for Manny Rojas. Ingram on him. Off the boards. Knocked away by Pittsburgh, and Ingram will get it. For Koncharski. He and Chow had a great rush seconds ago. Chow made the best pass of the night, but Koncharski shot wide. Chow in the attack zone. 30 feet away into the box. He wanted Klimcharski or Ingram, but it went off Nicky. I think he wanted Godfrey far side, but just blasted that pass, and it hit Klimcharski on the way. Rojas trying to pass it. Blocked by O'Hara. Johnny high up into the air to win it for Child. Running down the left side, knocked away by Magali. All the way back to Victor Nogueira. Less than a minute to go. First half, Nogueira has some daylight. Over his own red line, now slows it down. Gives it up to Manny Rojas. Long pass for Granitza. Erhard Kapp has done a great job. Granitza got free only one time. He's complaining there that Kapp held him. And he's probably right, because you got to cheat a little bit to mark somebody like a Granitza, Jungle, Tattoo, those players. Sibby's along the near boards, blocked, intended for foul zone. Dumbovic the other way. Drago for Granitza, holds it, turns on the left foot, a shot of beauty, but it hit the crossbar. Drago wanted a bicycle kick it back. Good recovery by Erhard Kapp, who was beaten by Granitza. Chicago gets it back in a deflection. 16 seconds left. Drago cuts to the right, knocked away by Sibby's. There's a sixth foul. They're going to say that he did not get a piece of the ball, apparently.
Well, Drago was going forward towards goal. He was taken down from behind by Sibby's. Whether he got the ball first or not is difficult to tell from this vantage point. Defense, but a very anemic offense.
Jerry Gray will put it in play with a free kick. And we're set. Gray placed it in the box. Knocked down by Ingram, but McKenzie did a nice job in keeping Hayden Knight away. Left wing side played wide of Drago with 5 seconds left. John O'Hara will get it. It appears that Pittsburgh is out of danger this quarter. Kick back, and McKenzie knocks it away, and that's it.
That's the end of the first
half of play. Well, Chicago didn't play like they were fogged in at O'Hare Airport today. They came out running strong, but so did the Pittsburgh Spirit, and the Spirit this power play.
Well, they have to concentrate extremely well, and again, Moritz Drago, Dumbovic, and of course, Karl-Heinz Granitza, the two guns on the power play.
On the right side, Manny Rojas in the corner. Dumbovic, far post, nobody home. Too deep on that pass. On the left wing side, Jerry Gray. Chicago attacks left to right. They've got the power play. Heinz Wirtz. Left wing boards, Granitza. Back for Gray. Top of the penalty arc. Shot blocked by Falzone, who heads it back, but Wirtz will get control. All the way back it comes. Nogueira at his own red line. Ingram and Falzone trying to kill it off up front. McKenzie and O'Hara are back. Pittsburgh got a shorthanded goal the other night against Wichita. Nice passing by Chicago to get it into the attack zone. 1:07 on the power play. Gray from 50. Make it 40. Now to the right for Wirtz. In the box, Rojas in traffic. Lays it back for Heinz Wirtz. Left side, Gray around the perimeter to Granitza left wing boards. Cut back right. Dead center, Gray shooting it wide. Granitza late on the follow-up. Bumped by Godfrey Ingram. Godfrey takes it over, knocks it ahead on the left. Falzone coming back. Rolls it left. Gives it to O'Hara. Chipped over the head of Granitza. Nice ball, as it turns out, for Ingram.
Very clever pass by Johnny O'Hara, curling the ball over the defense and finding Godfrey Ingram wide open, which of course gives Pittsburgh the ball and possession.
Now Chicago will get it back on the steal. Jerry Gray, 25 seconds left on the power play without a real good chance yet for Chicago. To Rojas, left side, Granitza in the box. Kicked high into the air by O'Hara. Bursic is going to go up strong and catch it. David Bursic up in the air. Once he gets that high, he's got to come down with that ball, and he does. O'Hara tried to send Ingram, but it's broken up. Jerry Gray the other way, into the attack zone. Lets it go on the left. Granitza shooting it, stopped on the short side. David Bursic, a good save once more. And the penalty's over, and Paul Child, Brett Hall on his first shift, knocks it ahead on the right. And now it's cleared back to Nogueira.
Well, David Bursic coming up very big with a critical save there of Karl-Heinz Granitza, simply robbing him of a goal.
Drago Dumbovic with it. Cutting to the left, McKenzie. Great tackle, a strip of the ball. Great one-on-one marking. I was going to say before, you know, when the penalty killers only allow one shot on goal, you got to really expect your goalkeeper to make that save, and Bursic did not disappoint. If he had gotten 5 or 6 shots and one gets by, you can't blame him, but right there, that's an easy power play, really, when you only have one good chance. Z Kapka now looks for someone to shuffle the ball, plays it up for Civics. Neutral zone, feeds in the right for Z. Child also out there with this unit. Hook to the left to Dudek, along the left wing board, still scoreless, cuts to the right. Right-footed shot in the box, knocked away by Hayden Knight, picked up by Kapka. Child open. The give is for Child, give and go. Kapka was detained. Civics will get it. Along the far boards, knocked over to Z Kapka. Z, top of the arc, shot wide. Rebound, Dudek, a blast, but it's right in front, and Nogueira will stop that one.
Again, from that distance, you're not going to beat a keeper like Nogueira, and of course, he just came up without any problems.
Z had a great chance, though. He was open at the top of the arc. Gray the other way, left side. Gray will get it back from Collins. Collins in the corner. Leaves it back for Jerry Gray, circling. Gives it up. Hayden Knight fakes. Nice cut. Lays it back off. Gray in a box. He wanted Drago, but it's broken up. McKenzie on the run. 3-on-2 on the break. Child over the midfield line. Paul Child in the attack zone. Fakes. Uses the screen. Gives it up for Sibbies on the right. By the penalty arc. A left-footed shot is blocked and hit off Paul Child. Way off target. And Mesa comes back. Both teams with good chances. Drago has it knocked away by Ian Sibbies. Drago frustrated a little bit here. Being tightly marked and not having the typical night that he's had. He always plays well in this building, in any uniform. Terlecki now knocks it ahead, but it's taken right back by Victor Nogueira. Still scoreless, 11:06 to go. You wonder how big that first goal is going to be, and of course it really depends on when it comes. It could not come until like last time, or 2 times ago in this building in double overtime.
48 seconds.
That was the winner.
48 seconds, double overtime. Godfrey Ingram saved the day for Pittsburgh.
On the right side, Terlecki in the corner. Against the rookie Mesa, comes out, takes a shot, blocks. Chicago getting in the way of some Terlecki shots tonight. Jerry Gray now leads it to Granitza. Good lead on the left. Drago turns, shoots. Diving to make the play. He had that angle judged well, though.
Should be playing
Good combination play by Chicago, simply playing the ball up middle and then playing square and down and back across, and Drago taking the ball on the run. Very difficult skill, but worked to perfection by Drago, and a great save by Bursic.
Charlie Green to the zone red line, a scoreless tie. 10:16 to go, third quarter. To John O'Hara. Pittsburgh attacks right to left for Charlie Green. In over the attack line, leaves it for Terlecki. Stan, one-on-one right now. Cuts, broken up by Mesa. Good play by the rookie.
The rookie's playing very well on Stan Terlecki, just simply not giving him any room.
On the left, Manny Rojas over the midfield line. Runs it into the attack zone, makes his cut, knocks it ahead. Granitza, penalty arc, wants to turn, gives it up. Magali in the corner off the boards for Rojas. Blocked it, comes right out in front, but Kappa's there to give the Bursic. Don't want to give up a cheap one there. On the left wing side, and the distribution from Chersky. Slows it down in the neutral zone. Has help, gives it a Green over the attack line. Charlie with a lead, broken up, it's off the mark. Sting looking to bring it back, up for Granitza, knocked away by O'Hara. And Erhard Kapp will get it. 9:28 to go as Kapp lost his footing. Piece of carpet there that caught his shoe. 9:22 left. Broken up on the far boards by Wirtz. In over the attack line, Granitza with a chance here to the left side of the onrushing Wirtz off the boards. Knocked in. It looked like off Erhard Kapp.
And it was.
1-0 Chicago. Tough break right there for Pittsburgh. That is not a good goal to give up. Pittsburgh had control, banked it off the board. Chicago intercepts, counters, and scores.
It was unfortunate for Pittsburgh, and again, the Chicago were living on that counter-attack, winning the ball at midfield off Stan Terlecki, and then Jerry Gray simply shooting forward and took the shot off the boards, and Erhard Kapp, making his recovery run, ran into the path of the ball, and his momentum went into the ball, and the ball went into the net.
The assist to number 12, Karl-Heinz Granitza.
They're going to give Wirtz the goal from Granitza. 14th of the year. We'll wait and see on that. Gray heading it back the other way. Every once in a while, Gray and Wirtz look alike, but I thought it was number 2 or number 4 that took it the other way. I'm almost positive. We'll wait, though. Dudek the other way. In any event, it's a 1-0 lead. It did go in off Erhard Kapp. On the left, Stan shooting it. Smothered by Bob Bosmeyer, former teammates. Stan Terlecki and Bob Bosmeyer. They're going to give the goal to Wirtz for now. 14th of the year at 5:47 of the third quarter from Karl-Heinz Granitza. On the right wing side, Bosmeyer. Left for Jerry Gray. Gray up for Drago. In over the line. Drago holding it, waiting. Cuts to the right, takes the shot off the post. I think Bursic's got his fingertips on it, but no more.
That's one time where Drago was able to turn on David McKenzie and face them one-on-one, and Drago, with his great change of pace and change of direction, was able to fake to the left and then push the ball to the right, and with his quick trigger release, get a great shot off, only the post saved Bursic.
Helmut Dudek with it. For Charlie Green, knocked ahead, near side, foul zone, leaving it for Dudek. Helmut, cutting, holding it, plays it for Leite, penalty arc, turns, gets free in the box, off the post, as he got himself free, but just shot it wide, and now Alonso takes it the other way. For Drago, bump back for Bosmeyer, knocked to the near side, now some high pressure by Pittsburgh, but the Sting escaped. Hayden Knight passing it upfield for Drago. Good ball on the left to reverse it for Jerry Gray and stretch the Spirit defensively. Gray running it to the left wing boards in traffic. Off the boards, Drago will pick it up. He and Gray collide. Drago's going to get free off a fluke, knocked in front, and Versett's right there. Otherwise, Hayden Knight would have been all alone for an easy header.
Chicago, a very clever team. When Pittsburgh applies high pressure, they play the ball out of the defensive zone very quickly across midfield, and they immediately have a one-on-one situation.
Jerry Gray knocks it away from Leite. Tackle away, Earhart Cap. Great job defensively, but the Sting will get it back. I think the ball might have a magnet attached to it, it seems, for Chicago. Kapka ahead for Ingram over midfield. Godfrey, nice job of juggling. Kapka running on to it. Tries to settle it to get a shot away. Now passes. Cap shooting wide. Wide open, it looked like there, too, for Earhart. Now it is Leite running it in. Blocked by Nogueira, loose in the box and cleared out. O'Hara stops it at the center point. Cuts it back. Z. Kapka holding it for Earhart Cap. Wants it on the left foot. Shoots it wide. Loose in the box and cleared out by Jerry Gray.
Unfortunate for Pittsburgh, a couple good opportunities. Earhart Cap having a couple good shots on goal, just wide. Pittsburgh unable to find the mark.
Earhart better with his left foot, but that time the opportunity called for the right as he's decked by Granitza. That's 2. Salas couldn't get the card out, but it's 2 minutes. We'll break 60 seconds and come back. The Spirit with a power play and a chance to tie on the Spirit Soccer Network.
Official timeout.
So that's really the criteria. At the end of the game, they'll say, boy, I should have had that, I should have had that.
Well, they certainly can't say that they didn't have the chances. And, of course, the longer the game goes, the more frustrating it will become for the attackers. And then they will start pressing, and it'll become worse.
Pittsburgh was 1 for 1 the other night on the power play. Dudek from Leite had a corner kick. Let's see what they do here. The power play has been in the slump. On the left side, Dudek shooting it. Stops short side helmet. Heading it back, but Nogueira is right there.
Nogueira looks like he's playing with great confidence. He's very loose and very aggressive. And just seems very confident in the box. Takes control. Very aggressive.
Pittsburgh with the ball. They start from scratch in their own zone. Ingram over his own red. Across the center line in midfield. Has Terlecki open on the right. Nicks it to him. 1-0 Chicago. 5:50 to go third quarter. Ingram running it toward the box. Knocked away from behind, and the Sting will get it. Rookie Dave Macer clearing it away. Willie Roy has some confidence in this kid because he's played him all year in a penalty-killing role. But Chicago is last in killing off power plays. On the left, Dudek holding, shooting, and score! Helmut Dudek with child at the far post. It's tied at 1.
Shoot it. Leaving the ball on the near side board, and there was no pressure on him. That time Chicago did not close him off, which allowed him to concentrate on his technique and simply throw the ball with his under left foot. And he found the far side channel hard and low. And Pittsburgh won the scoreboard.
Well, it should be Helmut Dudek's 15th goal of the year, and his 5th goal on a power play. So after going 6 for 30 on the power play, Pittsburgh is now 2 for 2. Leite gets the assist on it. Ports now back the other way, and the Spirit are tied at 1. Good goal. Up the left wing side. Cap will break it up. Let's see if either team can get some momentum going. Chicago led 1-0, but only for about 4 minutes. That penalty on Granitza cost Chicago. Koncharski, right side. That was really Pittsburgh's first good opportunity with a man advantage as well. Rojas, broken up the other way by Civies.
And that takes the monkey off the back, or takes the monkey off the back of Earhart Cap, who committed the own goal. Of course, he was the one involved in the power play.
Granitza turning and Cap, but then he knocked it away in a nice tackle. He was beaten there, but he made a great recovery. On the left wing side, Koncharski over the midfield line. Nicky brings it ahead. Right side boards for Sibis. Child at the far post. Knocked once, blocked, and kicked away from Koncharski by Macer. Upfield for Karl-Heinz Granitza. Now along the boards, a collision, no foul. Koncharski brings it in. Played it to Child, but it's way off the mark. Child will get it along the near boards. Knocks it back for O'Hara. Johnny knocks it into the box for Koncharski, but picked off by Nogueira. First quarter score on our U.S. or out-of-town scoreboard. I was going to say 0-0, but it's already 2. Dallas just scoring 2 quick goals. Koncharski back the other way. Right side for Sibis. A 1-1 tie, 4:10 left third quarter. Sibis cuts to the outside and Verts takes a shot, score! Paul Chiles should get it at the far post. We'll wait and see how they score it, but he definitely makes a connection. 2 on Pittsburgh.
Civi's taking the ball from the side, simply shooting at goal to the far side to have the post working in the tree when the ball fouled, and it certainly looked like that he deflected the ball into the number of Pittsburgh. Makes it 2-1.
Time of the goal, 10:54 for Pittsburgh. 26th of the year, Child from Civvy. One of the few times tonight, and really in the last several games, where Paul has been open at that far post, and he gets the ball there.
And the assist to number 19.
So the Civvies will get credit for the assist, and Pittsburgh, for the first time tonight, somebody has scored back-to-back. Chicago scoring first, and then Pittsburgh getting the last couple of goals.
It's now your team, Spirit 2.
So Pittsburgh has a 2-1 lead. And much like when Chicago had the 1-0 lead, let's see what Pittsburgh can do. Can they take a 2-goal lead, or will Chicago come back and tie, and will it go right down to the wire? Still in the third quarter, 4:06 to go.
It's much too early to celebrate. You still got to watch Karl-Heinz Granitza and Draga Dumbavuk, and the marking must continue by Erhard Kapp and David McKenzie.
Up the left wing side, Ricardo Alonso, marked by Helmut Dudek. Blocked by Terlecki. Alonso turns and fires, and it goes out of play. We'll take it to a break, 2-1 Pittsburgh. We're coming right back on the Spirit Soccer Network.
How many breaks are there per quarter? 3 per quarter.
Back to the live action. Stan Terlecki along the far boards has it deflected into the seats. It's going to be Chicago's ball. Hayden Knight will put it in play. Charlie Green supposed to be giving him 10 feet. Looked a little close there. And Charlie Falzone now blocking it. Ahead for Terlecki. Off of Gray. For Falzone from Terlecki. Pass back for Terlecki, and it's broken up by Bosmeyer. Back the other way comes Chicago. Upfield. Falzone running into his own man McKenzie on a collision. And they're going to call a foul the other way. Poor Mac, that's the hardest shoot for him tonight. That was by his own player. Charlie Green at midfield. Looking to turn it back the other way. Knocks it right side. Terlecki in the attack zone. Beating Knight outside, right wing. No chance to shoot. Now wants to cut back. Stand out double teamed. Alonso going after him. Terlecki trying to shake loose off the boards in front. Off Falzone's foot. High into the air it goes. Will it go out of play? No. Headed down by Knight. Terlecki will get it. Stan bringing it out to about 50 feet. Tackled away by Knight. Terlecki goes over as well. But because Knight got the ball, they're not going to call it. Dave McKenzie going long for Green. Chesting it down near wing boards. Has Bosmeyer against him. Charlie Green in a 2-1 Spirit lead. Leaves it for Kapka. Z cutting it back for Green. Outside the box. Charlie holding. Cuts to the middle. A shot too high. Off Terlecki's foot on the attempted rebound. McKenzie toes it to the corner. Jumps over a man. Has some people to try to get it to. Mack off the boards. Knocked away by Nogueira. Green a shot off the boards to Terlecki. He settles it in the penalty arc. Can't shoot it. Loses. Quick shot save. Rebound. Stan shot it wide up the post. Alonso breaking it back over midfield.
Terlecki not completely set as the ball came off the boards.
Alonso's shot blocked by David Bursic. Green faking to give it back and runs it up the right side. Knocks it ahead. Kapka with a little space in midfield. 2:05 to go. Third quarter. 2-1 Pittsburgh. Play to the left. Dudek is open. A shot wide. But that had Nogueira ducking.
That's a great opportunity for Pittsburgh. Stan Terlecki made a diagonal run. Took all 3 defenders with him. And that left Dudek wide open for a clean open shot.
Drago's pass blocked by Ingram. That Dudek shot had Nogueira looking for his insurance card. Up the right side. Dudek coming back. Up the middle right wing. To Ingram. Shot too high off the glass. Now along the near wing boards. It's picked up. Rojas right back to Victor Nogueira with 1:32 to go. Third quarter. Spirit up 2-1. Up the left side. Brett Hall. Looking it ahead. Cap blocking it. Intended for Granitza. Third by O'Hara. Headed back by Mazer. Headed back by O'Hara. Nice bit of judgment by all these players. Nice bit of skills. Now it's played up free kick for Granitza. Cap will block it. Got right in front of him. Erhard Kapp playing a solid game against Karl-Heinz Granitza. He's going to beat him, but you expect that. No matter who is marking Granitza. Karl-Heinz blocked again by Kapp. He's denying him the ball. He's not waiting for Granitza to get the ball first and then make the move. Late up the right wing. Kapp got a good one down the left. Marcio holding, waits for Ingram as well. Marcio now in too deep. Still rolling the ball. Some great dribbling. Takes a shot, missed the far post. Looked like he had that ball on a yo-yo going back and forth. Ingram will get it back. Godfrey with 40 seconds left, third quarter to O'Hara. Berlete running his cap. Looking for the ball. Now he gets it. Right wing. Earhart holding. On his left foot, cuts it back right. Wants the boards. Uses them. Broken up by the Sting. Macer gave it back to Nogueira. Long throw for Granitza. And there's O'Hara marking up for Cap. Heads up play by O'Hara. He'll win it. In over the line. Johnny holds it. Waits. Back for Berlete. 17 seconds left, third quarter. 2-1 Pittsburgh. Marcio cuts to the left. Leaves it off for Koncharsky. Tackle away. Upfield it comes to Granitza. Off the right wing boards for Gray. 6 seconds left, third quarter. For Granitza. Running left is Dave Macer. Karl-Heinz, a shot off the goalpost. Like a rocket, and time will expire in the third quarter. That's it for 3. Pittsburgh leads Chicago 2-1 on the Spirit Soccer Network. An autographed soccer ball and a photograph with a Spirit player.
If statistics are an indicator, this should be an advantage of Pittsburgh because Chicago really is not a come-from-behind team. Statistically, when they are trailing going into the last quarter, they are 4-18. But when they are winning going into the fourth quarter, they're 13-1.
We'll see what happens as the fourth quarter begins. Pittsburgh attacks left to right. Ball knocked away. Sibby's going for it. Knocked down by Brett Hall. 2 minute, or I'm sorry, a foul. Pittsburgh would have liked to have gotten a 2-minute job on that. Brett Hall got enough of the ball, they're saying, so as not to warrant the 2 minutes. 14:47 to go. 13 seconds into the quarter. Fourth quarter, 2-1 Pittsburgh. Dudek on a direct kick. Knocks it to the right side. Boards. Dave McKenzie. Off the boards. Nogueira hesitated a little bit. Now Brett Hall will just lift it, and it goes into the sheets out of play.
Kicking Spirit.
First year, that would have been 2 minutes. Delay of game. Lack of ball skills in the defensive third.
They don't call it very often. They really don't.
I don't think we've seen it all year.
No, I don't think here. Too much benefit of the doubt. Usually it's against the goalkeeper, but we haven't seen that much either. Helmut Dudek from McKenzie. Right-footed shot. Save. Rebound. Just hopped over Child. That ball was spinning and up in the air on him. Sibby's now getting it. Wanting to turn. Plays it. Koncharsky shot it wide, but somebody got a piece of it. Somebody blocked it. It looked like on its way in, and it deadened the ball, and it turned the direction a little bit. And off of Drago, it goes into the Sting bench area. So Pittsburgh will have the ball.
Kicking Spirit.
Koncharsky, a good opportunity, wide open in the box with no pressure on him, but unable to find, again, the good contact point on the ball and shot wide.
Helmut Dudek, neutral zone on the Sting side. Slides it right to McKenzie. Now on Pittsburgh's side of the neutral zone. Up the right wing it comes in the attacking third. Koncharsky. Double team, knocks it free. Kicked out by Ben Collins to the near glass. Now Sibby's turns it around, chips it far post, too far for Child, but Nogueira almost gets caught. Now off the board, Sibby's too high. Rebound from Koncharsky, also too high. Into the crowd it goes. And the way this game has been going, we're going to break right now for 30 and come right back. 2-1 Pittsburgh on the Spirit Soccer Network.
Park Soccer Club, the Peters Township Soccer Club, Moon Area Soccer, Hampton Soccer Club, the Pine Richlands Soccer Club, West Jefferson Hills Soccer, the Churchill Soccer Club, Tri-City Soccer, East Suburban Soccer Club, the Sewickley Soccer Club, Fox Chapel Soccer, Ross Area Soccer Club, Canonsburg Soccer, Monitor Security Systems, and the Vectors Pittsburgh.
Back live, Stan Truleke with the ball in a 2-1 Spirit lead. Macer knocking it away, but Earhart Camp will go back after it. Sent over on the left side or right side for John O'Hara, and then knocked back the other way. Bursic. Upfield it comes for Truleke at his own red line. Bad pass back, but O'Hara caught up to it. Johnny leads it for Truleke off the left wing board. Stan wanting to cut against Macer with a chance. Great tackle, Macer. They're going to call a foul. He's upset. I thought he got the ball clean. Apparently not.
It was a 2-footed front tackle, and that upended. That's right, upended Truleke.
Foul zone, shooting it wide. Chested down by Macer, right to Victor Nogueira.
A lot of confidence under a very tight situation in the box.
Verts from Granitza. In the corner for Magali, broken up. Cap knocking it away. Picked up now by the Sting, Macer. Left side for Ricardo Alonso. The bearded Alonso this year. In the corner, O'Hara will get it. Right back to David Bursic it goes. Bursic going long for Truleke. Looking with Green. Stan outside the box for Green. Score! Charlie Green makes it 3-1 and a good feed from Tillich. Pittsburgh will take that 3-1 lead, but it is really one of the few times tonight where the killer pass was made. All Charlie really has to do is go forward, stay in stride, and get a piece of that ball, and McGarrett has no chance. So it's 3-1 Pittsburgh, first time that anyone has led by more than a goal.
Of course, Pittsburgh now have scored 3 unanswered goals.
They had trailed 1-0, that's correct. Brett Hall with it. Upfield, knocked away by Kapka. Here's where Pittsburgh's got to get it on with that killer instinct. Z on the left for Lethe, because Chicago's got to be a little bit down here. For Charlie Green, knocking it for Kapka, knocked back. Dudek may tee it up from 60, now gives it up for Kapka. Z holding it, back for Helmut Dudek. Collins will put a little pressure on him. Dudek gives to Kapka, now played back smartly to McKenzie. They're going to start back and now go forward. Nogueira coming out, kicks it straight up. Headed away by Brett Hall, the reverse header, but knocked away to Green from Dudek for Lethe. Marcio holding it, spinning, gets free near the top of the arc for the moment, now lays it off for McKenzie. 40 feet away for Kapka, in the box for Green, blocked out to McKenzie, shot off the post wide. Collins will get it. Leads it for Drago. McKenzie coming back, good ball, Hayden Knight takes the shot off the post. That could have been 3-2. Pittsburgh almost caught.
Excuse me, JP. What a great feed from Drago, simply splitting the defenders.
Lethe getting around Hall. Had a man open. Can't pass it. Now he gets another chance. Blocked again by Brett Hall. 2 great opportunities on back-to-back rushes by Pittsburgh, but nothing to show for it. And look out here from Chicago again. Hayden Knight. In over the line. Cutting with McKenzie. Leaves it for Drago. Cuts outside. Plays it back for Knight. Off the boards and wide. Jerry Gray and Godfrey Ingram battle. Gray will win this one. Right side for Granitza. Karl-Heinz against Kontrarski. Saw the mismatch, shot it, but it was blocked by Nicky. Back the other way. Right side for Child. In over the attack line. He and Ingram crisscross. Backfield for Godfrey. Far post on the chip, but it's way off the mark. Child may get it yet. Blocked, intended for Kontrarski, and Drago comes back. Here's a 3-on-3 rush. Sting. Drago giving it to Gray off the boards for Granitza. There goes the rush because the pass is not on the mark, and Cap lifts it, and it goes out of play. Kick in coming up here for Chicago.
For USA our scoreboard, Dallas is taking a commanding 3-0 lead at the end of 1.
Jerry Gray will put it in play near side. Gives it up, Dave Macer. Off the boards, Granitza will get it. Outside the box, now holds. Shoots it, blocked. Gray rebound, shot wide on the side volley. Ingram leads it upfield for Child. McGarrett may get caught in nowhere land. Child coming in for Kontrarski, a stop. Victor McGarrett gets caught. It's 4-1 Pittsburgh.
Works the perception by Pittsburgh there. Simply playing the ball out very quickly from the defense. Child gets the ball at midfield and back to Victor McGarrett out of goal. And he called it the no-man land. And for Child simply lost the ball over
The pass was the story on that one, much like it was at the Charlie Green goal. If you put the pass on the money and you've got the goalkeeper committed like that, it's really tough to miss it. And that's not taking anything away from the shooter. But that killer pass, if it's there, you've got the great opportunity. If the pass is off, it really takes a spectacular effort the other way to get a shot away. Earhart Cap now the other way. 10 minutes left in the game. 4-1 Pittsburgh. Sibbies cutting twice, knocked away. But it's picked up by Falzone. He fakes the blast from 50. Pulls up, now knocks it back for John O'Hara at the midfield line. Up for Sibbies, bumped once, but he shakes it. Bumped off the boards for Child. Paul Child spinning around, back heels, leaves it off for Falzone. Try to play it through the box, broke it up, and Child went right back for that ball, but Nogueira's there.
It's amazing what a couple goals can do for a team. They're playing with so much confidence now, a lot of imagination, a lot of movement, and of course the pressure's on Chicago. They have to go forward in order to get back into the game.
Pat McGauley now at the Spirit red line, attacking right to left. Up the left wing side towards Granitza. Reversed it. Bad pass picked off. Ian Sibby's right there.
Square passes are easily intercepted, and Karl-Heinz Granitza, the culprit there.
When you're in the end of your shift, too, and you're very tired, that's the hardest pass to make, all the way across. And he was on the end of his shift. He's on the bench now. Helmut Dudek with it. Back for the feet of David Bursic. Pressure on by Collins, but Bursic dumps it out.
Well, Chicago must chase the ball. Of course, Pittsburgh can afford to be a little bit more patient, and they're spreading it out, using the width and depth of the field in order to stretch the defense and making Chicago come out to get the ball.
8:47 to go. Fourth quarter. Spirit leading now 4-1. Finally cashing into these opportunities, and David Bursic trying to kick it upfield, just shanked it, and it goes out of play.
The 9-iron shot.
What a mine.
I wasn't ready for that. Pittsburgh.
What a
I
mine.
don't think David was either.
Pittsburgh leading at 4-1. Pittsburgh leading at 4-1.
Well, David's hiding his face in shame. I think he knows he has better skill than that.
Drew Ferguson on the set piece from the near side boards. Pittsburgh leading it by 3. Ball shot in, blocked. Taken back, Ferguson holding it. Off the boards to the far post, nobody's there. Bursic running after it, gets a kick on it, and it'll go into the seats out of play with 8:28 to go in the fourth quarter. Pittsburgh leading at 4-1. That was Koncharski's first goal or point in 12 games. I didn't know how many, but I knew it was quite a drop. 12.
He's really been unlucky on a number of opportunities. He's had the chances but failed to hit the target, and that time he just got a great feed from Paul Child, and of course he simply put the ball in the open net.
Dave McKenzie with it. Holding up Paul Child with a goal and an assist tonight. McKenzie chasing the ball back in his own zone. Pittsburgh attacks left to right. High pressure by Chicago. Pittsburgh will escape it on the captive feed to McKenzie. Somebody's got to be open upfield. It's 3-on-2. Dudek in the middle. Right side Sibby's. Far side Trelecky open. It goes to Dudek from Sibby's. Helmet a shot. A rocket goes off the post. Kappa faking it. Blocked. Z trying to chest it down. Knocked back to Nagura. And it turned out to be a good shot by a Chicago player, and it almost got by Victor on the short side.
Pittsburgh using the field very well, just splitting the defenders of Chicago.
Drago the other way, broken up by McKenzie and Green. Pittsburgh, no fouls this quarter. The Sting with 2. Trelecky over midfield on the run back. Cuts it back. McKenzie holding it. Wanted to feed back, but Nagura is there. He will look for Charlie Green, but it's broken up.
Defensively, Chicago very disorganized, realizing that they are trailing by 3, 7:22 left. They have to throw everything forward, which of course makes them vulnerable in the back.
Burtz up on the left wing side for Bob Bosmeyer. Now to Drago. Cutting left. Kapka knocks it away to the far boards. Charlie Green after it. Bangs it off the boards, and it comes all the way downfield. A race for the ball. Gray will get there ahead of Trelecky. Back to the feet of Victor Nagura. Trelecky pressuring him. It goes to Bob Bosmeyer. On the right side for Jerry Gray. Over the midfield line he comes. 6:54 to go. Fourth quarter. Spirit up. A big shot blocked. Drago's blast was blocked by the Spirit defense, and now Charlie Green will get it. Pittsburgh leading at 4-1. Green running it up the right side. Going left looking for Trelecky. Stan on the far side. Cutting. Shooting it. Punched out by Nagura. Victor going long. Right side for Granitza. Knocked down by Heinz Wirtz, who run it over midfield. Into the Spirit zone. Heinz Wirtz, a shot punched out. David Bursic right on.
Overspin, the ball coming at tremendous velocity, and that's a good parry for Bursic. Not to catch that ball, but simply punch it.
Trelecky for Ingram. A header goal! The other way by Koncharski. Boy, he hadn't scored in 12. He's making up right there. Great diving header on the 2 from Ingram.
Going forward, cutting the ball very quickly defensively at Chicago.
Vicky Koncharski's second straight goal, 10th of the season from Godfrey Ingram, and that gives the Spirit a 5-1 lead. Chicago with the ball, and an uphill climb for them.
5 unanswered goals scored by Pittsburgh.
Nagura now at his own red line. We may see him come out even more the rest of the way. It depends on the way it goes from here on as Victor sends it long for Karl-Heinz Granitza outside the box near wing. Tries to leave it off. Cap with a block for Leite. Near wing boards for Erhard Cap. For Marcio. Holding it. Now going left for McKenzie. Mack looking. Now for Erhard Cap. over his own red line. Great job by Pittsburgh of stretching everybody out. Ingram gives it back for Leite, knocked ahead on the left. Foul zone open outside the box. Trying to play it back for Cap on the run, and it's knocked out of play.
Pittsburgh very patient and very deliberate. They're just playing with a great deal of confidence. And of course, Chicago, with the pressure, backs against the wall, having a difficult time getting the ball.
Pittsburgh really converting their chances, though, now. And that was the one thing they were not doing in the first half. Chicago wasn't either, but Pittsburgh has really taken it to them in the third quarter. After that Burt's goal, that power play goal by Dudek picked up the Spirit, and then right after that, Child, Green, then Koncharsky, and Koncharsky again. Up the right wing boards now for Granitza. Earhart Cap on him. Karl-Heinz plays it out. Heinz-Wirtz looking in the box for Drago. Now played back to David Bursic as Drago was held back nicely by McKenzie. Bursic throwing it long. Headed away. All the way back for Sibbies in the attack zone. Double team, may get free. Nope, blocked by Ferguson. Right back to Victor Nogueira it goes. Tossed up the near wing boards. Dave McKenzie is on it. Don't forget, Sunday afternoon, right back here against the Los Angeles Lasers is foul zone. Runs it by the last line of defense. Nogueira comes out, smacks it off the glass. Into the neutral zone it goes. Cap try to pass it. Blocked. Granitza will get around him, and Cap drops him. Just a foul, and Granitza wants two. I would have called it two.
Well, it was more an accident than it was a deliberate or intent to injure. It really was. It was just stepped on his heel, and no 2 minutes, simply a foul.
Yeah, I don't think it was any attempt to injure, but I think Cap knew that Granitza was behind him, and I thought he dropped him purposely. Granitza will pass it off the boards the other way. We can disagree, though. That's right.
That's right.
That's right.
It's the referee's decision. It counts anyway.
Drago sending it long for Granitza, broken up. Cap right back for David Bursic. Up the left side for Dave McKenzie. 4 minutes to go. Spirit, great effort here in the second half especially. Ben Collins coughs it up the middle. One back by Sibbies to McKenzie. 3:50 to go. Ian Sibbies in the neutral zone.
Chicago very tired, not willing to come out and chase the ball anymore, as Pittsburgh shows a lot of ball possession.
Z Kapka now leaving it back for McKenzie. Back for Z. Off the boards. He wanted Sibbies broken up. Played back to Nogueira. Nogueira just holding it. They've got to go back home and play Tacoma tomorrow night. No easy task these days. And then Sunday against St. Louis. But everybody's schedule appears to be pretty rough in terms of the number of games left in the season compared to games played. Ball sent across the goal mouth area and knocked away by Pittsburgh. Kafka heads it to the near side for McKenzie. Mack over his own red. 5-1 lead Pittsburgh up the right side. Dudek in over the line. Cuts it to his left. Passes right. Sibbies shot, score! Sibbies from Dudek. It's 6-1 Pittsburgh.
Dudek simply going to the inside. Ian Sibbies overlapping to the outside and then taking the feed after the defender has committed with Dudek. And then Sibbies from an unbelievable angle simply put the ball upstairs underneath the crossbar in the far emphasized panel. Beautiful goal. Pittsburgh leads 6-1.
What we're seeing is what could have been a game the other night in Wichita, too many other road games. They sense that Chicago is down, and we're seeing that killer instinct start to come out. The passes are getting crisper, they're playing much smarter, and they're finishing.
You ask the question, why can't they do it in the first half and even on the road? The ability is there.
No one has the answer to that question. Not the players, not Don Popovic, not Steve Bundle. If they knew the answer, it would have been changed. Jerry Gray holding it. Left there for Drago. Off the boards, Wirtz. Save, David. Bursic right out in front, and Bursic will get that rebound. David is taking no prisoners in goal as it's played back down to Bursic. Pass upfield on the left for Charlie Gray, knocking it ahead of the corner. Nogueira's out of his goal. Bangs it off the board. Far side, Koncharsky got a piece. Wirtz gets another piece. Green will get it. Charlie knocks it in front. Loose ball. Nogueira will knock it away from Child. Pittsburgh fighting for every ball, despite the big lead, 6-1. Played back the other way, and Dudek will block it. McKenzie will get it. 2 minutes are left in the game. It's a shame that more people couldn't have been on hand to watch this one. McKenzie up for Child. Nogueira and he collide, and Nogueira sends it upstairs into the crowd.
especially with the offense coming alive as it is tonight. When's the last time you can remember Pittsburgh scoring 6 goals and having this commanding of a lead?
I'm surprised the crowd hasn't begun to yell for the chili goal, but it's probably been a while and I forgot. 1:52 to go in the game, 6-1 Pittsburgh. Converting their chances in the second half. John O'Hara with it. To the left for Child. Leaving it for Charlie Green. He'll hold it to give us the foul zone outside the box, tackled away by Gray. Knocked to the near side, and McKenzie will send it back when it goes into the crowd. My only question about this, I'm not concerned about who's going to win it at this point. With a minute 36 to go, Pittsburgh cannot lose it. Who is your defensive player of the game? It's Cap and McKenzie both in my book. It's got to be a tie. No disrespect to David Bursic, but what a job of marking McKenzie and Cap have done. Literally taking 2 super players, offensively speaking, right out of the game.
Well, that's without question. They both did an excellent job on the 2 big guns, Granitza and Drago. Drago, of course, is the main man right now because Karl-Heinz is aching a little bit, but both defenders playing excellent.
Drago with the ball, stripped of it, he'll get it back. 6 goals, a great offensive show, but it's been a defensive story, too, when you shut down those 2 players. Paul Child cutting it back to O'Hara. We have less than a minute to go again. Paul Child inside his own red line. For Charlie Green, knocked away. Gray will get it back. Pittsburgh looking to get this one back as Hayden Knight will take a shot. Partially blocked. Bursic way out of his goal. Heads it to the near side boards. Child will get it. Paul Child in his own red line. Left side for foul zone. 33 seconds left. Foul zone cranks it. Carried into the crowd by Nagura. Good hard shot from the foul zone.
Not a bad effort by Charlie Falzone because the goalkeeper had strayed out of the goal, and from that distance, almost from the red line, Charlie let go with a tremendous left foot, and he certainly got the foot to do it.
Gottfried on the set piece. Don't forget our Hyatt Pittsburgh post-game show immediately following this game. See if we can get both Cap and McKenzie, no matter who gets player of the game. Talk about how tough it was for both. If you can get it, everybody may want to speak to them. Gottfried from set piece in the box. Shot off the post by Falzone. Rebound save. Nagura got a piece, but I heard it hit the post as well. Up the right side comes Drago. McKenzie knocks it away from him. David Bursic. 16 seconds. It sounds like a playoff crowd here, but there's only 4,172. 8 seconds to go. Very noisy crowd. Paul Child chipping it up for Ingram. Godfrey, one more shot. Oh, score! No time left on the clock, but the red line went on, didn't it? That's a goal. The red line went on. 7-1, and they get the chiller.
Right, at the buzzer, no less. And Dr. Ingram simply satisfying the talent of the 4,172 fans. With the shot that incredible angle underneath the crossbar to the far side.
Have you ever heard 4,000 people make that kind of noise?
Well, this is fake.